Break your leg, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Fist Deep. Starring your hosts, Jake Young and Terry Shepard. Today's guest,
who we got, man?
The incomparable Lash Gibson.
Lash Gibson. Lash, savior of the universe. Lash,
dude, how you doing?
He'll save every one of us. What's up, man? Fist Deep. We're back here for another week. This is episode what, 12?
Something like that.
Dude, that's crazy. 12. That means that we've been doing this essentially for 3 months, right?
Wow. So it's become a habit.
That's insane. I can't believe that we've stuck to anything this long.
Amazing.
Holy shit. Fist Deep, everyone. What's going on? Welcome. Me, Terry. Everybody's here. We got Lash Gibson today. That's exciting. That's super exciting and super incomparable.
Of course.
Which is a fun one. First things first, what are you drinking? What's the suds of the day?
This one's a Lagunitas Daytime IPA.
Ooh, Lagunita?
Lagunitas, yeah, that's the name of the brewery.
What does that mean?
Cute little dog on the can, and you can drink it only during the daytime.
Is that true?
I think you can drink it anytime. It's just called a daytime IPA. A little less calories, less filling. Tastes great. Long time no see. We actually got you out last night.
And that is saying something. Nobody gets me out. But for last night, for one night only, I made a special appearance out in public.
Yeah.
Which, unless you happen to go to the Kroger on the southeast side of Indianapolis, you probably won't ever see me anywhere else. And we were at Michael's Soul Food Kitchen. 112, I think, East Ohio Street. There was an open mic, which Terry performed in. And we met up with me, Terry, and Terry's wife, Ricky. And then we met the incomparable, and you know her from last week, Chandrea Funyik. So,
yeah.
And here's the thing. I think I'm screwing up her last name just like I was screwing up Ed's. I don't know if I know anybody's last names anymore.
Well,
so we're going to have to verify this.
Yeah. Funny.
Is that what it is? We're going to have to, because I don't want to screw people's names up. No. I'm trying to be more cognizant of that type of thing. This is a fun show. In case you were wondering, So anyway, the comedy, believe it or not, last night fell flat too. So this is like 2 nights in a row of the audience sucking and it being their fault.
I was totally unprepared. I was trying some new stuff. And I wanted to work out since I have a bigger show coming later on. I wanted to just kind of get I thought this is the time to just kind of throw myself on the sword.
Right.
And get that out of the way.
Dude.
You can't have twice in 1 week.
They lined up swords for everybody last night. Nobody got laughs. And some of the jokes were cute, but man, that crowd was not hearing it.
And it's an open mic. People are working on new stuff. It's a little different vibe, but it was fun.
The only joke that landed the whole night, and damn near every comedian told it, was, "Oh wow, I still have 2 minutes." That caught a laugh every time. But before and after, it was rough waters. All right, so let's go straight to our guest. This guy's awesome, truly incomparable, just like everyone else.
Just like
everyone else that we hang with.
Yeah, we only hang with incomparable people.
Incomparable people, right. So, unless you do some weird stuff down the road, in which case, whatever. So, but we got a little sizzle reel for this guy. We're going to give it to you right now. This is Lash Gibson.
Superheroes. Derek the Builder.
I dig for a living, but I always contact 811.
Prevent damage or injury.
This
Call
guy.
811 anytime.
Are we waiting on somebody?
Yeah, I have one more coming. She's
Oh, this is all wonky.
Okay, all right. Well, my name's Tom. If you need anything, just give me a holler.
See?
Sure, I can get you
Look
a
at that.
water
We can fix
or
it
like a
live
sangria
and
or
on the
something?
air.
Nah, I'm gonna
And
wait
we
to
need to
order.
bring him in.
Wait till she gets here. So
Okay, all right. Where's Mr. Marcus's jewel?
right next to that circus strong man you stole that mustache from.
I think you're sideways, Lash.
I believe I am upside down.
You're,
Mr. Marcus, I have the jewel.
Is this in any way going to be problematic?
I've got
your sizzle reel's still on. Hang on.
Where do you get that?
I wish they could see you right now. I don't even know if I want you to move.
Need is
No, that's fine. I'll stay here.
light bulb.
should.
Shut up about the light bulb.
Shut up about the light bulb.
Need
That's me, baby.
theme music. Been thinking what the little Billy Biatch said.
Dude, we need to get we need to get
Stop
Rich Kid
repeating
Blues
everything
on your
I
reel.
say.
Oh, sorry, Bo. My bad.
What?
We need to get Rich Kid Blues on your reel.
Oh, yeah.
You look so good in that, dude.
Brains.
I disagree.
Intellect.
What do you mean?
We've got the
I
smarts.
look awful.
Dude,
All
you
the
look
time.
amazing in that.
We need the theme music.
That was like everything we wanted from you and more.
It was in the eyes.
Everybody, actor, writer, comedian, theologian, professional wrestler, father, husband. This guy does it all. Lash
Reverend.
Gibson. What's up, man?
Woo!
I appear to be upside down. Is this going to be in any way problematic?
Dude, you're sideways.
I am sideways.
You were literally sideways. Why are you sideways? What is going on, dude? What
me
is
see
going
if
on
I
right
can-
now?
Let's see if I can fix this.
Oh, you weirdo. Center yourself up.
Oh,
Get
man.
yourself straight, man.
Okay, am I right side up now?
You are, but you need to move your head up like, in the screen, in the frame.
My head doesn't move that way, sir.
Okay. Get it to about here. That's a little better.
Little
Lash
better.
Gibson, everybody. What's going on,
Hey,
man?
man.
How are you doing?
Lean into it. Put
That's
my
good.
put my
There we
knee on my elbows.
So
This
what's
was
up,
so
dude?
perfect. Or what did you people do to me?
What?
There we go. That's it. That's it. That's the winner. How we doing? How we doing?
Are you good?
What's
I
up,
don't
dude?
know. I'm gonna be a professional and turn my fan off.
So what have you been doing, man? Lash
Oh,
Gibson,
man.
actor again. Dude, acting is how I met you.
Yes, it is, and what a glorious day that was for everybody.
Holy s- Dude, we had 2 great days together. We blinded
did.
you with confetti, glitter.
That was not the first time we met.
We met
We met during
when I
the,
cut your head, putting you in chicken wire as a
Yes.
monster for you
Oh,
to,
yeah.
for you to kill that poor little girl.
I'll
Yeah,
never forget. I'll never forget the lady in the theater say, "Did they just kill that little girl?"
and if I'm being 100% honest, I'd do it again.
Yes.
Yeah.
That little girl just had it coming.
Yes.
did.
I think you're right about that one.
Oh my God!
No, she's cool.
If Rosie O'Donnell were 3,
Oh, it's crazy. I just saw her last week, Grace, and I think she's gonna be a senior next year.
Yeah, to be
Sounds
fair,
about right.
when I said she reminded me of Rosie when Rosie O'Donnell was 3, that's how big Rosie O'Donnell was, because she was like 12. But Rosie would have been like
She was
nose to nose.
3. Right.
Yeah.
So what
I
have
don't
you
know
been...
anything about Rosie. Easy target, Rosie O'Donnell. Here we go.
All right. So when did you start acting?
It's well, there's literally nothing that I haven't done,
Right.
so it's kind of hard to pinpoint when I started doing everything, because as far as back as I can remember, I was doing stupid stuff like acting and pretending to be a wrestler and pretending to be a Power Ranger
Right.
ever since I was a little kid. Officially, I did some stage productions in high school,
Okay.
and by some I mean one.
What'd you do?
We did The Odd Couple, and I played Murray the cop.
No kidding.
Yeah, I was a junior in high school,
All right.
and I still had the exact same facial hair I do today. So they told me to shave the goat, leave the beard. And I think to this day, still people will ask me, "Were you really smoking on stage?" And I'm just like, "I'm cool." What?
Absolutely, I was smoking on stage. What are you
That was
talking about?
definitely not a stick with baby powder in it that I blew into.
Fair enough. So then let's say that you moved into the world of acting where somebody outside of just your parents give a shit. When did you journey into those waters?
I was a professional wrestler first. I started training as a pro wrestler when I was in my senior year.
Oh, wow.
And when you don't have any extracurriculars or a girlfriend that you respect, it's really not a big deal.
Oh, okay.
Once I got out of wrestling, I had made a promise to myself that once my girlfriend got pregnant, who's now my wife,
Right.
if I'm not well on my way to paying the bills with wrestling, then I'm just going to hang it up.
Okay.
And so I ended up getting in the best shape of my life, not getting called back for the WWE or anywhere else for that matter, and just hanging it up. And after being a stay-at-home dad for 2 years, I was starting to get stir crazy.
Okay.
And my friend Bobby Giles sent me a message saying, "Hey, I'm the visual effects artist on this show. It's a reboot of the Power Rangers, and they're looking for somebody to play Bulk." Like, holy crap, you want me to wear leather and be a snarky jerk to people who actually have talent? That's
Right.
exactly who I am.
Oh, wasn't that fun?
So when was this?
I think we did a shoot together for that.
Yes, we did.
Title boxing, yeah.
Okay.
Mhm.
Whoa, I'm learning stuff here. What now, Terry?
Yeah, so I was just an extra for a day. I played one of the Power Rangers' dad. I
Okay.
happened to drop
Green
him off at the boxing rink. Yeah, at the Green Ranger. And that's how I think we met. I
Yep.
think that's when we first met, was at that shoot.
Yeah, because I had no idea you were even an actor. As big as you are, I thought you were someone who owned the gym.
Oh, wow.
So
Yeah.
I was just super respectful around you. I was trying to, just be on my P's and Q's. He's not one of the kids playing. Oh, no,
Right.
he is one of the kids playing. I just didn't know
Yeah.
it.
I was one of the older kids playing.
Okay, so wait a minute. So what was this shoot? So somebody locally did a movie or what? Paint the picture here, man.
Emmanuel Carter, who is a local god.
Okay.
He has done so many things around Indianapolis, and he's been signed to a talent agency in Chicago. The guy is he's doing gangbusters.
Okay.
And he decided that he wanted to make a reboot of the Power Rangers. And this is before Saban did the Power Rangers movie reboot or anything like that. They
Right.
hadn't announced it. And so we went into this with some incredible talent, especially considering we weren't paying anybody. And they just wanted me as like a little background character, and they were having such a hard time finding someone who even looked like Bulk that when they saw me, they didn't tell me this till later. As soon as they saw me, they're like, "That's our guy. We're done looking."
So this
And
was a
then I
real
went-
Power Rangers thing.
Yeah. Oh, not a real Power Rangers. It was the fan made.
Oh.
I plan on sweating to death. I'm out in my garage right now. This fan film was shot almost to entirety and eventually shelved because we had so much talent and we were getting a lot of momentum, honestly, because of Power Rangers.
Right.
So as actors, it was actually giving us a lot of different avenues to go down. And I think intelligently, the cast who was not getting paid for this project started taking paid projects elsewhere, and eventually we just stopped meeting.
Oh, okay. Well,
But-
fair enough.
Yeah.
The day I met Terry, I was lucky enough to work with Katie O'Brien, who's another actress who used to live in Indianapolis, but now
Yeah.
she's out in LA and actually like doing it. Like she was on Marvel's The Shield,
Right.
or not The Shield. The Shield was not Marvel. She was on Marvel's Shield. She did The Walking Dead. She was on Z Nation. Like,
I think I seen her on an episode of Tosh.
yeah, she played a lesbian woman on Tosh. That was amazing. On Tosh Point.
So she probably has her card and has been given her terrified child to drain the adrenochrome from, and
Yes.
is being set up with like the starter kit.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, they've completely initiated her. So I was lucky enough to work with her, and some background information on her as well is that she used to be a member of the Indy Police. She was part of Indy Metro.
Really?
So she was an actual cop and a black belt, and I got paired up against her in this tournament
Oh shit.
that I was going to compete in as Bulk.
Normal. Wow.
And I go into it like super cocky, as the
Right.
Bolt character would do. And I go to like shake her hand, and then I go to like kiss it like a gentleman because I'm totally hitting on her. And she drops me to my knee, jumps off my other knee, and kicks me in the face and knocks me out cold.
Like legit out cold?
No, not legitimately. Like she, for the cameras.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I wouldn't actually. I wouldn't hit on someone. I'm a married man.
I'm just saying.
He was
So
totally.
yeah, we did a bunch of takes of that, and I am still dying to this day to see what that footage looks like.
Yeah.
One of the coolest things I've ever done, and it'll never be released.
I'll have to shoot E-Man a message and see if he'll at least share some of that.
You think you would?
It would be great if he did.
Yeah, I'll send him it's probably one of those things like, I've worked on projects like that. You really get all gung ho, and then either financing or people back out, and it's tough to finish it. So.
Yeah, well, you got to have all those ducks kind of lined up early and just kind of commit to a schedule and go. You can't patchwork things like that together because people move on. A lot can happen to a person in 6 months.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah,
So you got to get it done in like one. And then
and his career blew up too.
I'm sorry?
And Emmanuel Carter's career blew up too.
Yeah, I think he works on a Disney. He's got like a Disney show that he works on.
Okay.
Oh, does he? I didn't know about that.
You're
Yeah.
lagging really hard, Lash.
Do what?
You're lagging.
Oh, okay.
You look great. You have such a great face. There you go. Put some of those out there.
Okay.
Say something.
I'll just stay like this.
It kind of works.
Big ass teeth.
I'll be honest with you. I don't have a problem with this.
So I hear you're also an ordained minister. Is that true?
Yeah. Some friends of mine, well, at the time they were friends, that decided they wanted to get married, and they're not religious people, and I'm not either. And they didn't know where else to go, so they thought, hey, we'll get Lash to do it.
Right.
So I got ordained online.
Universal
And-
Life Church?
Yep.
Yeah, me too.
Me too.
Love the
Well,
Universal
three.
Life Church. Oh, we're 3 for 3. Yes.
Yes, absolutely.
The unholy trinity.
Terry married me and my wife. Well, my wife and I.
Fantastic.
Yeah.
Actually, it would be
We're
your
now
wife
a
and me.
What's that?
I said
It
we're
would
now a
actually
throuple.
be.
Okay, you're both talking at the same time.
I said we're now a throuple.
A throuple. I think that's how it works. We're like a
I
daisy
officiated.
chain.
I officiated them.
I just did a wedding yesterday, in fact,
Really?
and I forgot I was going to do it. So I had to like do it on the fly off the top of my head.
Okay, so walk me through the logic here before we head over to hot topics, which we will hear in a second. You decided that you're going to go the pro wrestling route, and then you put a timeline on the pro wrestling route and said, look, if it doesn't pan out by here, then I need to move on to something else. So you stayed at home for 2 years and then became an ordained minister and did comedy.
I got my ordination probably about 2 years before I gave up wrestling.
Right. Oh,
So I did that just for some friends of mine. And then I think it was shortly after I got into acting. I think it's because I was advertising the stuff I was doing, the short films I'd been in and whatnot, that a friend of mine from high school got into contact with me and asked if I was still ordained. I said, well, yeah, that's a lifetime thing.
right.
He said, good, can you marry me and my girlfriend? I was like, oh my gosh, I would be honored. And so I went out to his favorite fishing hole because I live out in the sticks,
Right.
and these are the type of people I work with. So we went out to his favorite fishing hole, and I just spoke for like maybe 3 minutes and just shook the entire time. I don't get stage fright,
Right.
but as something as intense as this was, I had the jitters so bad. Like I had it worse than the couple did.
Yeah.
And I powered through it, and then they referred me to somebody, and then that couple referred me to other people, and it just, okay, it'd be stupid not to start charging people for this.
Absolutely. Why wouldn't you? You got a great look. You got a great presentation. If you can find your niche in anything, you ride that wave as long as you can.
Yeah.
They don't come often.
I miss wrestling.
All right, dude. Well, here's what I miss. I miss our hot little feature, our news feature that we call Hot Topics. You like
Where's that music coming from? I hear it on my end.
That's it.
Like it was.
That's Hot Topics. Yeah? This is the Hot Topics. Man, come on, man. We got it all. This is a legitimate show. We've got 4 people. Oh, I can put it back on for you if you want it. We can do this song from the beginning.
Oh no, please don't.
Terry found this. This is a 100% original Terry Shepard Pilford song.
Woo!
Yes.
Actually tilted it off the internet. I
That's
didn't
right.
post it.
100% original pilfer.
That's right. All right. So Hot Topics. This is just a couple news items that we grab over the course of the week. We're just going to sit here and shoot the bull about them. Number 1.
Wuhan scientists sick in November 2019. What?
Wait, they were sick in 2019?
Yeah, and I remember way back when they were shutting things down in November of 2019. Boeing
Okay.
was pulling out. But recently, our intelligence community said, "Yep, we confirmed that there were a bunch of scientists that got sick from that lab
Dude.
right before the world shut down. Whoops, sorry, we let something out we didn't mean to."
So it's starting to look more and more like this came from a lab.
Oh yeah,
And
there's
it's
a bunch
starting
of
to-
scientists now.
And it's starting to look more and more like the people who were in charge at the time that this all happened, feel about them what you want, may have been, it sounds like they were right.
Oh, I think more than likely. Yeah,
But what would be
the
point in everybody else covering it up?
Right.
So, you know what I'm saying? This opens the door. I feel weird. I feel like a weird, I don't know. I want to go down the rabbit hole, man. I want to slide down this thing.
Yeah. But anyway,
Lash, what do you think?
Facts, 1 billion. Crazy conspiracies, 1. They got this one. I'll
That's
give them
right.
props. If it was
What?
made in the lab, if it was made in the lab, that's fine with me. I have no interest in traveling down any kind of rabbit hole to find out what other information they can dig up. But it just doesn't interest me.
Really?
If I'm being honest, I don't care.
We want
Yeah.
you to be honest. That's fine.
Yeah.
Well,
I
that's
am
well,
one of the most apathetic people on the planet.
Yeah.
Well, potentially. My wife told me one day that I am the most self-absorbed person she's ever met.
Ooh.
I can't just.
What?
I am lagging really, really bad on this, aren't I?
Yeah, I don't know what
All right, let me see if
Starbucks
I
you went to,
can-
but you need a better one.
Let me see if I can't take this inside and get a better reception.
You go take that inside.
Okie dokie.
While you're
Can't
walking,
promise the-
we're going to move on to hot topic number 2. We've never done this before. We got a guy on the move. Supreme Court denies firing squad request. This is a crazy case. This guy, I think his name's Ernest Johnson. He murdered a bunch of people. One he beat to death with a hammer. One had stab wounds from a screwdriver from defending themselves. It was a really messed up case. On death row. There's a whole nother side to this. This guy's got some mental issues. They're trying to get clemency for him for that or because of that. So it's a big complex tale, but it really comes down to he wants to be killed by a firing squad because he feels like lethal injection, the first chemical that they give him, will be the one that puts him into a series of seizures, which would cause the opposite of what's supposed to be a quick and painless, somewhat painless death per requirement, right? So, yeah, I don't know. This is a weird one to me. I don't know why requests like this would be turned down. It seems like a lot less expensive solution if that's the route that they're going to go down. I told Terry I think we get one of those cow prod things from No Country from Old Men.
Right.
And
That's
once
pretty
you
quick.
get to that point, you put your head in a thing and it goes ka-chunk and you're just gone. And that's it. Bye.
Huh. Yeah.
You know what I mean? They put a couple filler plates in the holes, doot, doot, hit you with a little bit of mortician's putty and ship you off to the family.
As long as it actually goes, choop, I'm in favor.
Well, that's when they clap in the middle and doot, doot.
No, they need
Oh
a.
God, is that the guy, Johnson, whatever?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Ha, believe it or not, mass murderer. I was thinking white guy.
It was 3 people at a convenience store, and I don't know if that's racist or not. So I'm not going to comment.
I don't give a shit.
Number 3.
Elliot Page, post-op surgery pool pick.
You seen this, Lash?
I'm impressed by his abs. Like, at Elliot's age, for him to be able to pull that off,
Now, how old is Elliot Page?
in his 40s.
40s? No.
Yeah.
No. What do you know
Yeah.
about this Elliot Page thing? Not this Elliot Page thing, like the person, but the whole situation with Elliot Page. It was Ellen Page and then transition. We have, there's the most current picture.
Damn.
And I'm telling you, that looks exactly like a guy that I was in the Marines with.
Okay, I'm totally off. Yeah, 34 years old.
34. That sounds more reasonable.
You know,
40s, come on, man.
like, Juno seems like it came out like 30 years ago to me.
Well, fair enough.
Ellen Page actually got her start and got her big break on the Trailer Park Boys.
Really?
If you don't know. Yes, she played Ricky's niece or daughter or something like that.
Now, let me ask this. Do we say now he when referring to past roles as well, since that would have been the identity, I guess,
I believe so.
Okay.
As far as being correct and respectful, and they do want to be referred to in the past as their current pronouns.
Which makes sense.
I try, and I will continue to try, but I fail nearly every time.
It's
I have
hard.
a.
You're
It
not
really
that apathetic,
is.
sir. You're not that apathetic. Good for you.
Yeah.
Way to show a heart and soul.
I want people to be okay, and as long as they're okay, I usually don't care beyond that.
People should be allowed to do their own shit, dude. It shouldn't make any
Exactly.
difference. They should be able to hang out. They should be able to do what they want. Have fun. But don't push your stuff off on me. And I won't push my stuff off on you. And we will just peacefully coexist and be cool like that.
Unless you're not a Christian, then we got a problem.
Right.
And you got to trust in our Lord and Savior, or else we will go fisticuffs.
We do not want to cross that bridge, sir.
Cross that bridge.
But
Don't cross it with me. It'll be a double cross.
oh man, there was an old joke that Jesus and Moses were out golfing, and Moses tees off and he hits it right in a water trap. Well, he goes up to the water and he parts the water and he chips out, knocks it up within a couple feet of the hole. Jesus gets up, lines her up, drives off the tee box, same water trap. Well, Jesus, he goes out there and he walks out across the water and he just sinks. Boom. And Moses is up there laughing. Jesus, you old prankster. No, Jesus. Jesus isn't coming up. So finally, Moses parts the water and Jesus is laying at the bottom and he's just laying there. So he drags him up and he clears his throat and does the thing and he spits up the water, all like movies, because that's how it happens in real life. And he says, what happened? I've done that trick 1,000 times. I just don't understand. And Moses said, yeah, a lot's going to change now. You got those holes in your feet. So that's my joke for the night.
Classic.
Oh,
It's classic.
I actually heard recently that they only needed 2 nails to put him up on the cross.
Really?
It was one for each hand, but he specifically requested one for his feet because his sandals kept falling off.
So, number 4. America's open, baby.
Yay!
America's open again. We're back to the things that we love. We're shooting
back.
people and we're partying and we're hating one another. And we're all doing the exact same things but in parties across the street, loathing the party that we're looking at. It's fun. It's so good.
God.
It's so
I'm
good
not
to finally
ready.
be back. What's that?
I'm not ready. I'm going to be honest. I'm not ready. I don't want to go out. I don't like people. This was good. I've gotten into a nice little rut.
Yeah.
And it's my rut, and I don't want to leave it.
Yeah.
well, I got Jake out of the house last night. I even wrote it down in my journal.
True. It's a very true story. I never go anywhere. And we were at Michael's Soul Kitchen. We took in the comedy. It was an open mic. Terry performed. It was fun. We had Chandrea with us. She's amazing. Oh, man. Good times ahead. Wait till you meet Chandrea. You're going to love her.
I can't wait.
I don't know what we'll have you two on together, though. We need to figure out how to get you back in the rotation, dude. All right, let's talk about that later. America's open, baby. Woo! Yeah, we're partying, whatever. We covered that one. Number 5.
Got your rep comedy show.
What? What is
Yeah,
this, Terry? Tell us about this monster.
Well,
Shameless.
It's a shameless plug. It's a fundraiser.
Okay.
It's the third time that I've put one together.
All right.
The first time it was before I even stepped foot on a comedy stage.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so that one I put together with Chris Shaw.
Okay.
Then fast forward few years, and last year we did one. We sold out right before the world shut down.
Right. Oh, that
Yes,
was the
sir.
one that you did there at the Fringe Theater.
At the Fringe Theater.
They had a
yeah.
lot of people, like 200 people or something? 150?
Between the 2 nights, like maybe 150, I don't know. 60.
There you go.
Good. And then Yeah, so we're doing it again this Thursday at Brandywine Creek Winery on the southeast side of Indianapolis.
Okay.
You get tickets at Eventbrite. Some awesome comics, Gwen Sunkel, like
Adore
Michaels.
her.
Yes, Aisha Brown, Blake Champlin, and myself, and Mitch Downs is hosting.
Okay. And that's eventbrite.com.
Yes, just go there and type in Catch Your Breath Comedy. You can pull it up.
Okay. And this is at a winery.
Yeah, so you can, and this is what I thought, like what better way to raise money for the lungs,
Right?
for the American Lung Association, than to get wine drunk on a weeknight.
I'm telling you. It makes sense to me.
Yeah.
And since we won't be meeting Thursday, that means I could go do that instead, possibly.
There you go.
That might be getting out of the house twice in the same week, and it's all your fault. I don't care for this.
And I got pizza coming from The Ordinary.
Ooh.
Ordinary. Yeah.
You know what the best thing about their pizza is? How obnoxious the toppings are.
Oh my gosh, yeah.
Obnoxious.
Like one pizza weighs like 8 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh my God.
Have you ever eaten there, Lash?
I've never even heard of it.
New Bethel Ordinary in Wanamaker, Indiana. They put like 2.5 pounds of sausage on your, I mean, it mounds over the top. It's insane.
Write that down. The Ordinary.
Mm-hmm.
The Ordinary!
The Ordinary in Wanamaker.
Write it down!
Everybody, that is Hot Topics.
Hot topic.
Hot Topics! I'm outside now. Can we hear the birds chirping?
Well, you've got like a filter on that makes everything look white. That's really cool.
Yeah, it's called a white filter.
Okay, well,
No, when I saw that, I could
down.
use a picture as a background. I actually Googled the word white
okay.
and saved an image in Google Image for white, and then put that image as my background because it's white.
Nice.
You know, Joe Rogan says you can't be Googling white these days.
I'm sure Joe Rogan says a lot of things, and I'm sure he and I would agree on a lot of things, like proper techniques for shaving your head,
Right?
or how to do the splits without splitting your ball sack.
Okay.
Actually, we would disagree on that because I would just stick with staying away from the splits, but he's into it, so, you know.
Do you know how I do it?
How do you do it?
Wait till I'm 48 to learn, because there's no way my balls are tearing now. I could stretch that sack over a timpani drum. It's horrible. It's getting old shits for the balls.
I love it. You're getting to the age where pooping on your ball sack has become a real concern.
I can pull it under and poop into it, and then just empty my scrotum out into the toilet.
Oh my God.
Yeah.
That's got to be great for manscaping. You just pull.
It's
you
not
just
great
pull the
for
scrotum
anything.
up.
It's not
Oh,
great
but
for
look
a
at-
single thing.
Look who I'm talking to. I can see your pubes coming out of the top of your shirt right now.
That's
All right, so we covered your early career. Now, when did you start doing stand-up? Because not only have you done stand-up, you went really far in a local contest for like funniest person in Indiana, right?
Kinda. I've always been like this huge nerd, but I've grown up out in the middle of nowhere.
Right.
So we didn't have any other nerds to talk to. Like, I just started playing D&D for the first time this year. And I've always wanted to. Yeah, I know.
Okay.
It's unfair. And I didn't have anybody in my life who was into wrestling the way I was, because I was super into it. I didn't have anybody who was as into music as I was, because I was super into it.
Right.
And nobody had any idea who most of the comedians were that I worshipped.
Such as?
Oh my God. So, like the best of Dana Carvey, the best of Adam Sandler, Chris Farley, all those guys, I had those tapes memorized. I watched them all the time.
Right.
Strangely enough, pretty much anything that could be designated as stoner humor, I was
Okay.
super into, despite the fact that I didn't smoke weed for the first time until I was in my late 20s.
And it sounds like a lot of character humor.
Yeah. Let's see here.
Because Adam
Especially with
Sandler is a character-driven guy, even though he is Adam Sandler every time.
Yep.
Bless his heart. Dana Carvey is just a master of impersonation. I mean, you've
He's a
got a lot of...
genius.
Well, yeah, there's a lot of good people to study in that mess.
Yeah, and that's with stage comedy, which is, SNL was something I never thought I'd be able to do. And I know a lot of those guys got started in stand-up. So as much as I love, like, Midge Hedberg, or today, like, Mike Birbiglia, I'm spacing people's names because I'm a little high still. But back in the day, Jim Brewer,
Right.
who was from Half Baked.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh, that was my guy.
So you like a lot of SNL people.
He didn't really fit in with SNL because he is such his own thing and he's so unique that it really didn't translate very well to his characters, except for Goat Boy, which is very much Jim Brewer.
Goat Boy was great, yeah.
But, I mean, you could say the same for Sandler.
Yeah.
Brewer, a little earlier, would have maybe caught on better than Brewer did when Brewer showed up.
That's actually a valid point. I can agree with that.
I mean, they're super similar.
Very.
Yeah. And
Like
Brewer...
the way he
and,
meshed,
sorry, go ahead.
I like the way he meshed rock and roll with his stand-up. Like,
Yes.
he's got a big...
His AC/DC.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we lost you, yeah.
And that was probably the first thing that I ever, like, tried to straight up copy and steal. And I did it at school all the time to anybody who hadn't heard it yet.
Right?
Stick your right foot in.
Yes.
Take your right foot out.
I can't get that.
Hold your foot right.
Dude, I can't get that high so
Can't either.
my
I lose my
son,
voice.
I have just wrecked this kid. He loves metal. He's in there jamming to Ozzy Osbourne's Over the Mountain. He loves that song. There's a bunch of them that this kid loves. And so I want to like sing along and play the drums. So when Danny Carey's doing a solo like on a Tool video, I'm over there doing it. He's mimicking me right? So then I try to hit the notes that I used to hit. Like even the Brian Johnson, the good power Brian Johnson, boy, I can't do it anymore, man. Everything, when you see the old groups play now and they have to bring everything down an octave, that's me. I'm tuned down. Like nothing's in an F anymore. I've been tuned way back down to like a G. Well, back down to an A.
Who sings The Kids Are Not All Right? I'm spacing the name of that
Whatever
band.
that goes. Kids are all right.
The Kids Are Not All Right.
How's it go?
Chances blind, nothing's free, longing for used to be.
Offspring.
Offspring, yes.
Oh
thank you.
yeah. Okay. Yeah. I know what you're talking about.
One of my first jokes that I wrote in junior high was, every time I listen to an Offspring album, I keep waiting for the lead singer's voice to crack, and it never does.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then I got to see them on Guitar Hero sessions on satellite television, not to brag. And they were still playing in the same key, but he had to take it down an octave, and it just ruined everything.
Yeah. It's a
Because
totally
he's not
different
playing
song.
anymore.
When they have to bail on the high notes now, it doesn't ruin it, but the playback in my head is wrong, and it makes me feel I get lost.
No, you're right. It is ruined.
It's absolutely ruined.
It's fucked. They should die.
Well,
I'm
speaking
sorry.
of ruining things, we're going to ruin your night, because when you come here, one of the things that you got to do, if you're a comedian, is something that we call 5 of the Fitness.
All right.
So, here's how this is going to work. It works the same way every time. We're going to bring you into the fist here in just a minute. We're going to dump you in for 5 minutes, set a timer. You're going to give us your comedy, whatever that comedy is. I understand that you're going to be doing a character this evening, so you'll have 5 minutes. You'll be in there. You give us everything that you got once we tell you to go. And when it's done, we will kick you the hell out of our show.
Very nice.
Well, we'll do something else and then we'll kick you out.
Even better.
Is that cool?
It's all right. Yeah, I'm
All
fine with
right. Well, we're going to start to bring you in right now. Let me get a phone so I can set a timer. It's so funky. Dude, that song was so good, Terry. What a good catch. Dude, Terry picks some of the best stuff out. I say, hey, can you grab me some pictures that da-da-da, whatever. He just comes back with brilliant stuff every single time. It's awesome.
He is a brilliant pilferer.
Yes.
Yes.
Raping
Yes.
and pilfering.
He's very resourceful. All right. Sir, your 5 minutes start right now.
Good evening. My name is Lash Gibson, and you're watching the Lash Gibson Initiative with your host, Lash Gibson. On this edition of the Lash Gibson Initiative with your host, Lash Gibson, we'll be talking about Memorial Day. And by we, I mean me, Lash Gibson. As we all know, Memorial Day is less than a week away, but not everyone knows exactly what Memorial Day is. And to better understand what Memorial Day is, let's talk about what Memorial Day is not. Memorial Day is not Veterans Day. Veterans Day is on November 11th, and it celebrates people who fought for their country and lived to tell the tale. Restaurants attempt to thank these veterans for their services with solemn offerings of cheap domestic beer and half-price appetizers. Memorial Day is also not Armed Forces Day. Armed Forces Day celebrates those who are currently fighting overseas, and it is celebrated in our nation's capital with a massive parade. It's the only party where the guests of honor aren't even invited. They literally throw a parade in recognition of people who aren't even there, so the people who did see it can tell their loved ones, like, no, it was nice, you would have liked it. And then they can respond with, you know what I would like? I'd like being able to poop somewhere that had a door. And their loved ones can be like, I know, right? You have the same rights and amenities as most prisoners. Memorial Day is also not literally every branch of the military's own holiday. Army Day, Coast Guard Day, National Guard Day, Air Force Day, Navy Day, which is not to be confused with the U.S. Navy birthday or the Marine Corps birthday. You're probably thinking to yourself, Lash Gibson, get to the point. What about Memorial Day, Lash Gibson? Memorial Day celebrates those who died while in combat. It's kind of like a yearly funeral for poor people who died trying to help make rich people even richer. If you're having trouble imagining that, picture the Grinch's dog Max dying while the Grinch was stealing Christmas. The Whoville genocide. Remember Cindy Lou Who? Good, because that's all she is now, a memory. Rest in power, you shiny elf child. So how do we celebrate Memorial Day? There are many different ways. I know in my hometown, we celebrate Memorial Day by officially opening the public pool. That's right, Memorial Day is the unofficial start of summer. Pools, burgers, brats, oxygen, all of the things those brave soldiers would be enjoying today if their young lives hadn't been cut short by the, quote, enemy. Kind of like how a home invader considers the couple sleeping upstairs the enemy. So go ahead and enjoy the pools, barbecues, the festive grave decorations, and most importantly, your potentially paid 3-day weekend. But remember to forget about those who died, because it is a massive bummer. And if you're currently in possession of a red, white, and blue folded triangle, I am so sorry that nobody is taking this solemn day seriously. Take your kids to your dads and get plastered, because Memorial Day should really be celebrating those who lost their spouse, their child, or their parent. This has been another edition of the Lash Gibson Initiative with your host, Lash Gibson. Please tune in shortly after this broadcast for the local news, where I shall undoubtedly be lynched for these observations. Once again, I was Lash Gibson, and this has been the Lash Gibson Initiative with your host, Lash Gibson.
We are going to call that 5 minutes.
Awesome.
Very good, sir. Very, very good.
Debut episode of the Last Gibson Initiative, which I plan to do pretty much every week, and I'm available to do that on your podcast if you would like.
Okay.
Not to put you on the spot or anything.
No. Good Lord, no. We know how to say no to a person's face.
Good. This is a face that's been told no a lot in its life.
No. Let's talk about that after the show. Dude,
That was great.
thank you so much for coming out tonight,
Thanks.
man. We've really
Thank
enjoyed
you.
spending time with you.
This has been great. I'm sorry about my shitty internet connections.
Are you going to be able to start shooting and doing some stuff here before too long? I mean, are you going to feel comfortable with that? For a while,
Oh, yeah,
you were
I'm
caught
ready
up
to
with
go.
the other stuff, so...
Yeah, I've got a stand-up comedy gig coming up in about a month, and that's kind of the first thing I've done since, America's back up and running.
Right?
I got to do an open mic night a couple weeks ago to try out some clean material because I'm opening for a clean comic.
Are
Okay.
you open for
And-
Dave Dugan?
Yeah, Dave Dugan. And
I think we lost him again.
oh, sorry. My friend told me we did have a lot of people sign up. Would you be willing to go back up? I said,
Okay.
yeah, sure. And he goes, but if you do, you have to do the song Yeah Toast by Haywood Banks and drum it on your belly.
Yeah.
And I did, and my God, I had welts on my stomach.
Yeah, toast.
Now, could you have
You
changed
had-
it to Yeah Bacon?
To Yeah Bacon?
Yeah, bacon.
My dad's a hog farmer. I couldn't endorse that.
All right, dude. You're a madman. You're a genius. We've loved having you. We want to give you the floor for a minute for some final thoughts. If there's anything that you want to say, get off your chest. Anything and everything, the floor, my friend, is yours.
I appreciate it. Thank you guys so much for having me on. I wanted to be on this thing ever since you guys started. I enjoy watching it. Like I said, on June 18th, I will be featuring and opening and probably emceeing for Dave Dugan. It'll be in Frankfort, Indiana, again on June 18th. And it is going to be insane. There's not going to be another show like this anywhere because this is a wedding venue
Okay.
who found out that I do stand-up and decided to do stand-up.
Okay. All right.
So these are not comedian, what are the words? Bookers. These people are not comedians. They're not in the business of comedy,
Right.
which means they're going to do some stuff differently. And I am super excited to see what they do differently and how much that's going to affect the rhythm of the night or anything like that.
Dude, I've already been talking to Terry about us putting on some additional comedy shows and starting to put some actual production value and turn it into more of an event than just a show, and try to just draw the attention around, almost like you would go to a theater production and you're just forced to follow the spotlight. Just keep them trailing along the whole time, and I think it can be really successful.
Oh, that's a great idea.
Dude, are you gonna be able to talk to us after?
Sure.
Dude, hang around for a minute. For right now, everybody, the incomparable Last Gibson.
I love you all.
You're a rock star, sir. I'm putting you in the waiting room. See you in a minute.
Thank you, guys.
Dude.
Not. Whoa, no. Technical glitch. We glitched out. Thought I was going to do it, and we finally got a glitch right there at the end. We got a lot of chat tonight.
Huh?
We got a lot of chat tonight. Ed and my wife have been chatting up a storm.
Nice.
Keep your grubby mitts to yourself, fonts.
Ooh,
Fonts.
making the moves. Fonts.
I like that. Fonts.
Right.
I can do it.
Fancy.
So what do you think, Fonzie? What do you think, Terry? Good show? I think we did all right.
Great show. Yeah, it's always fun talking to Lash.
We need to have that guy. It's not a bad idea.
No, I
wonder
really
if we
dig
can work
it.
him into the show.
Yeah, I dig that quite a bit.
We need to show him the writer's room, which reminds us, not this Thursday,
That's right.
So we'll be on next Tuesday. We still don't know, I don't think, who the guest is going to be. We'll figure that out as we go.
So far, yeah. Yep.
And then the following Thursday will be, it won't be next Tuesday. It'll be next Monday. We're going to film, we're going to tape a show, and then we're going to release it on Tuesday. So we're going to private record it, release it on Tuesday. So that'll be our first recorded episode, I suppose. Second one.
There you go. Yeah.
And then on Thursday, we'll switch over to the writer's room, which we've talked to you guys about last week a little bit. And we'll show you the intro next week and kind of start moving in that direction. We're excited about it. It's a nice writing project, and it should be fun.
I'm pumped.
Me too. Well, sir, I think that's all we got for tonight. Anything you want to say before we take off?
Catch Your Breath Comedy Thursday.
That's all I wanted to hear. Thursday, 6:30.
That's right.
Where is it again?
That's at the Brandywine Creek Vineyards, southeast side Indianapolis. Get your tickets at eventbrite.com. Let's get wine drunk on a Thursday.
Let's get all that information on the YouTube page as well.
For Chisel.
We will see you guys in a week.
Peace out.
We did it. Another show in the books, buddy.
Another one, number 12. Another one in my DJ college.
Here soon, we're going to have quite the arsenal of things to pull from for us to do little shows, for people to start VOD sites where they do nothing but track us and our goings on, and we'll have our own little ecosystem of people that follow us and want nothing more than to know what's coming out of our mouths and to regurgitate that out for the masses. It's an exciting time to be fifth place.
It is. I'm going to start a fifth place cryptocurrency.
Yeah? What's it going to be called?
It's going to be called Deep Coin.
It's going to Deep Coin? What if we called it Throw Your Money in a Fire Pit and Sit on a Cactus, you stupid ass? What if we called it that?
Let's call it Fish Your Money Away Coin.
Right?
Man.
Oh, buddy. All right. I guess that's it.
All right. That was deep.